It was a quiet Friday evening when I got home earlier than usual. Work had been slow all day, so I thought I'd surprise my wife, Emily. I parked a block away, hoping to sneak inside unnoticed and cook dinner for us. But as I approached the front door, a sound stopped me dead in my tracks, a man's laugh, deep and confident, echoing from our living room. My heart slammed against my ribs as I slowly cracked the door open. What I saw hit me like a lightning strike. Emily was lounging on the couch, leaning close to a man I'd never seen before, her hand resting on his thigh. They seemed far too comfortable in the home I'd built. I didn't step inside immediately. Instead, I stood frozen, my hands gripping the door frame tightly. She caught sight of me from the corner of her eye, and for a split second, her smile flickered. Then she replaced it with a cold, defiant smirk. "Oh, you're home early," she said casually, as if nothing was wrong. The man glanced over, unfazed, and gave a small nod as if I was some visitor. Rage surged through me. I kept silent. Slowly, I walked in and set my bag down, mind racing. Emily folded her arms. "This is Ryan," she said, voice thick with challenge. "More than a friend, actually." Ryan smirked, lounging back like he owned the place. "You should probably leave," Emily added. "We were in the middle of something." My jaw clenched painfully. She wasn't hiding it. She was flaunting it, daring me to react. Maybe yell, maybe storm out, maybe beg. But I stayed silent, forcing calm into my breath. "All right," I said quietly. "Carry on then. I'll just grab a few things." Emily raised a brow, probably thinking I was surrendering. I went to the bedroom, hands trembling, but not from sadness anymore, from anticipation. I opened the safe where we kept important documents, deeds, accounts, titles, everything in my name. I slipped the files into my bag, grabbed the spare car keys and my laptop. Then, I took Emily's phone from the dresser, still charging. A few taps later, I airdropped all photos and messages she'd exchanged with Ryan to my email. Proof. Back in the living room, Emily looked mildly annoyed by my delay. "Done yet?" she asked, Ryan's arm casually draped over her shoulder. I smiled, a cold, unsettling smile. "Yeah," I said. "Just making sure I have everything before you two enjoy your evening." Without warning, I reached over to the circuit breaker and switched off the power, plunging the house into total darkness. The sudden blackout startled them. "What the hell?" Ryan muttered. I headed to the door but stopped. "By the way, you might want to check the garage," I said. I heard Emily's footsteps behind me, confused. When she opened the garage door, her eyes went wide. My car was gone. I had moved it earlier to my brother's place. The other car, the one she usually used, was blocked in behind a pile of furniture I'd shoved there last weekend. No quick escape for them tonight. Before leaving, I called her father. He had always trusted me with his daughter. Calmly, I said, "You should check on Emily. She's got company, and it's not me." I heard disappointment in his quiet response. I checked into a nice hotel that night, spending hours forwarding all the evidence to her family, our mutual friends, and most importantly, our lawyer. I froze our joint bank account, transferring my half into a separate one. The house was mine, legally. She could play happy with Ryan all she wanted, just not under my roof. The next day, I returned with the police. Emily and Ryan were still there, but their smugness had faded. The officer told them I was the sole owner of the property and ordered them to leave immediately. Emily's face went pale. Ryan muttered curses under his breath. They left with just a few bags. The rest of their things were locked inside until Emily arranged retrieval on my terms. The fallout was brutal. Her father refused to speak to her. Her mother blocked her. Friends distanced themselves, especially after seeing her bragging messages about finding someone better. Ryan ghosted her 2 days later, probably not interested without a free place to stay. I filed for divorce immediately with solid proof of adultery. The settlement was entirely in my favor. She got nothing, no house, no savings, no sympathy. When the divorce was final, I changed the locks and burned our last photos in the backyard fire pit. Looking back, she probably expected a dramatic breakdown from me. Instead, I gave her consequences, the harshest kind. She lost her lover, her home, her reputation, and her safety net in less than a week. And I never raised my voice once. Months later, life is quieter. Sometimes I think about that night, her look when the lights went out, the smile that vanished when the officer told her to leave. That moment, when she realized I wasn't the fool she thought I was, that will always be my favorite memory of her.